Every fight is a chip on my shoulder. I'm trying to prove something. I'm trying to, the work that I put in, I'm trying to make it pay off. I'm trying to put my family in a better position, and this is no different. I know what a win over Conor McGregor means in combat sports, and I know that whoever wins this fight is fighting for gold, and that's why I fight.
Fair enough. Thank you, Dustin. And just one last one for Dana, please. Dana, obviously this is a massive pay-per-view.
Sorry, you've got the hot sauce, Dustin. I'm actually I'd love to taste the hot sauce.
I got a bottle for you.
I appreciate that. I've got a bottle of proper for you. I'd love to share that. So, you know what I mean? He's putting in the work. I've been highly impressed. I think the whole business has been highly impressed. After that loss, many, many years ago, he rose up, became champion. He's given so much back. I'm honored to share this octagon with this man. I know we have this competitive fire, and it's still there. There's still that in us, you know. There's no denying that. We have a clash, and it's going to be a good firework-filled bout. But the respect is admirable for this man from me.
I don't want to make it seem like we're up here giving each other back massages, but Conor's, I just want to clear the air. Conor's team, McGregor Sports Entertainment, did reach out to my foundation, and they are, starting the donation to the Good Fight Foundation, and we have huge, huge plans for that. So, Conor, man to man.
My pleasure, brother. My pleasure. Thank you.
You're going to help a lot of people with that.
Yes, and you.
Maybe you could help him with the distribution deal for the hot sauce.
Of course, no problem. I got to taste it first, though. You know, I don't put my name to something unless it's the proper, you know what I mean? Unless it's the finest.
I got you. You'll taste it Sunday morning, then I'll give you a bottle after, yeah?
It's perfect.
How you doing? I've enjoyed listening to you talk about, getting the frame right for 155, and it struck me that it's kind of crazy that you've only competed there twice. You've been in the UFC for, 7 years? You've only competed at 155 pounds twice. Is that your ideal weight class, do you think? Do you think that's where you operate at the highest level?
I've done pretty good in all the other ones as well.
Yeah.
You know, I've done good in them all. I've secured belts in multiple divisions, and I've secured knockout victories in multiple divisions. I do feel great at this weight, but whatever I commit to, I feel great at. When I do the welterweight bouts, I feel great. I feel strong and big. I still feel this now. You know what I mean? I feel fast also. So I'm excited to get in and showcase it. Like you said, I have not had that much fights at 155 pounds in the UFC division, or in the UFC, and I'm eager to put in a stint to get a run going. Like I done with the featherweights. I think I went 7 or 8 fights within the space of a year and a half. That's what I'm looking for here. If they can match me up, I know now we've got multiple opponents up on the dais already, so we're in a good spot, and I'm eager to get going and showcase. I feel this is the best I have ever been for sure, and I'm at 155 pounds. But, if I go back to 170 pounds, you best believe that'll be the best I'll be at also. So it is what it is.
Fair enough. Dane, I just want to ask you, like I said, this is a huge pay-per-view event to kick off the year. You kind of stirred the pot a little bit with the piracy, the online streamers. They want to come after you and give this thing away. So, any regret in kind of maybe stirring the pot a little bit?
I'm glad you asked me about that because we got one. We got him. We're watching this guy right now. All you have to do is turn it on Saturday, and we got you, fucker. I can't wait. Turn it on Saturday, streamers, and see what happens. Thank you for asking me that question.
Do you believe your style is the worst matchup Chandler could be facing on his debut?
It's not a good style. I bet if he could have picked anyone else, it wouldn't have been me. Long, tall guy. My game's built around defending wrestlers. The only reason I'm here is because everyone ahead of me turned the fight down. They don't want to take the risk. They don't want to risk their spot. They come up with a bunch of excuses. Old Charlie Olives saying he can't make the weight. Like, Dana, you believe Charlie Olives can't make the weight? I got broomsticks thicker than that boy. I'm here. I'm taking the risk. That means that I reap the reward.
Nice. And last one for Dana. Do we have an update on numbers for this card? You've got the return of Conor McGregor. We've got some fans back. But pay-per-view-wise, how is this thing trending? Very
good. Yeah, no, this thing's trending great. Yeah, it's good. It's going to be good. There hasn't been, when was there a bad one? Since the pandemic started, there hasn't been a bad pay-per-view. They've all been overperforming. So you can only imagine what this is going to do.
Last thing for you, I wouldn't say that the security team was necessarily concerned about it, but they were very aware that you were going to be in the hotel this week at the same time as Habib. And I was just wondering if that is still a warranted concern, or have you guys passed that part of your relationship that you could be in the lobby of a hotel and we wouldn't have to worry about anything happening between you guys?
all of those events were 2018. It's now 2021. What I will say is, as long as we fight again, there'll be no issue, and that's it. You know, if he continues to run, well, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens.
The amazing thing about this sport is we've seen the fighters grow in front of us, and like Conor McGregor and Dustin, they're different fighters since they started over here. We know the motivation behind Dustin's fight against Conor McGregor is to beat Conor McGregor and to become the champion within 1 year. But you, Conor McGregor, like you fought Jose Aldo and you elevated the standard, and then you fought Eddie Alvarez and you became the double champ, and then you're fighting, you're just elevating standards each time. So beating Donald Cerrone last year, and now you're fighting with Dustin Poirier. What's your motive after this? Like after 7-8 years of competing in the UFC?
I feel like I'm only starting, man. Everyone kind of wants to, hey, Conor, you've done it all. You're so rich. You're richer than Dana over here. What are you doing here? I'm like, I'm not allowed here. I want to be here. I want to perform for the fans. I'm a young man. I've got many highlights. You know, but all the money, all the belts, everything, that comes and that goes. You know what lives on? Highlights, a fighter's highlights. You look at Roy Jones Jr.'s highlights, Mike Tyson's highlights. I still look at them today, Ali's highlights. I want my highlight reel to be like a movie. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm after. I'm looking to get in and perform and put on amazing highlights that I can sit as an old man with my son and just watch back and just enjoy life. You know what I'll be drinking? A nice proper 12 by the fire in the Emerald Isle of Ireland, and this is it, man. I'm just loving my life. Please don't be trying to get rid of me, guys. I love it here, man. I helped build this. I helped do this. I'm here, and I love it, and, man, I have plenty of motivation. You know what I mean? Dustin's a hell of a competitor. What does the champ do? He does it twice.